The worst they can say is no. Now, again, this isn't my normal transportation mode when it comes to my podcast openings, but I felt it was on my heart, so I feel like I got to share this. You know, a lot of people sometimes don't like to really go after what they want because they have a fear, you know. I mean, ultimately, it could be a fear of success, but fear of rejection is a real thing. Fear of failure is a real thing as well, too. And it's kind of weird that we don't go after things, but if you don't go after it, it's 100% guaranteed it's not going to happen. I mean, the old saying goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You really have to go after yours, you know? So what if someone has already done it before? You need to do it too. Go after yours. You never know what could happen. You got to just step out on faith. I mean, have you ever heard the term someone has big shoes to fill? Why do you think they have those big shoes? Because those shoes were built within faith. They stepped out on faith. They took that first big step. And that big step made those shoes big. You know, sometimes you gotta just jump and grow your wings on the way down. Go after yours. I go after the impossible all the time when I ask for an interview. Because they could say no. But I never know if I don't try, right? So what I'm saying today is people just try. Go for it. The worst that can happen is no. And in the end, it ain't really that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek, episode 93. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast, Do You Speak Geek? I am your host, Nix. Thanks to everyone who has been rocking with us thus far and all the new listeners. Welcome to Do You Speak Geek? Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for following. This podcast is nothing without y'all. You're probably listening on Spreaker. That's the home team. Shout out to Spreaker. But we are available on all major podcast outlets. So wherever you get your podcasts, search for Do You Speak Geek and give us a follow and subscribe. DoYouSpeakGeek.com, the central hub for everything DYSG. We got it all, people. Blogs, we got the videos, photos, and we got merch. So hit that link up in your browser. Save it as a favorite. We would appreciate that. Follow us on social media. Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, and Instagram at Do You Speak Geek. The YouTube channel is the only place where you can find the Dono and Daddy Show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave your comments. We want to know what you guys think. Please be sure to check out the latest First Friday Fights video where we did the Jedi Order versus the Lantern Corps. And be sure to peep that All In Part 2 fancy booking from me and your boy Dono. Let us know what y'all guys think. Hit that like button and leave a comment or two. We want to know what your thoughts. Let's go ahead and hop into what we do, people. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I want to be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, people, let's go ahead and hop into these reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Sonic Colors Ultimate. New content introduced in Sonic Colors Ultimate is unremarkable, but the base game still remains one of the best examples of how modern day Sonic can be, even nearly 11 years later. So check that one out if you get the opportunity to play that game. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. That's a tongue twister. Hard to say that the Samsung Z is anything but an over-engineered technology showcase that creates artificial use. I mean, it's an expensive looking little party trick if you want to show off a phone, but other than that, I mean, it's nothing really special. And I'm an Android and Samsung guy, you know, so if I say that, just take my word for it. Cinderella. Well-intentioned, but Camille Cabello is passable yet ultimately forgettable as Ella, and Nicholas Gazzini's Prince Robert is kind of an unlikable oaf, so to speak. I mean, to me, live action Cinderella kind of peaked in 1997, just ask Brandy. But If you like it, take a look at it. The King's Bounty 2, a fairly strong tactical RPG, and it's dragged down by a kind of a subpar plot and a lot of unnecessary jogging. But yeah, for the most part, it's a fairly decent game. Dune, amazing trailer, gorgeous but imperfect. It's a technical wonder. It spends a lot of time setting up third act that never really comes, but still an amazing film no less. Please check that out when you get an opportunity to. Also in this big news, we have the DC Fandome Event, and here are all the details. Now, Fandome was about a year ago, and right now, coming up this October, we have Fandome coming up again. Now, here's everything that we know that's confirmed that's coming to Fandome. Now, as far as movies go, we got an exclusive new trailer coming for The Batman, new content for DC League of Super Pets, a first look at Black Adam, a sneak peek of the Flash film, a behind-the-scenes look at Aquaman The Lost Kingdom, and Shazam Fury of the Gods. As far as television goes, we have exclusive first looks at HBO Max's Peacemaker, DMZ, Aquaman King of Atlantis, and the Batman Caped Crusader. Surprises from new series were returning as HBO Max's favorites Doom Patrol, Titans, Harley Quinn, and Young Justice Phantoms. Can't wait for Young Justice. Oh, I love that cartoon so much. And we look at new seasons of Batwoman, The Flash, Superman and Lois, and Netflix's Sweet Tooth, plus a special farewell tribute to Supergirl, a 100th episode celebration for Legends of Tomorrow, and a first look at Naomi. I cannot wait for that season. But of course, I'm an Ava DuVernay stan anyway, so I was gonna like it regardless. Video game reveals. Hopefully we have something more, but it looks like we're just getting new content for Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Honestly, I really do hope we see something else besides what we saw last year, because with these two games, what we saw last year was all we've seen, period. So hopefully we get some more going on there. Now, as far as comics go, we have panels for Batman Fear State, Black Manta, Wonder Woman Nubia and the Amazons, Wonderful Women of the World, and additionally we have the return of Milestone event coming up, another one, can't wait, and the Batman Fortnite one-shot. Cannot wait for Fandome. It's gonna be amazing again. Your boy might try to live tweet it again if they don't shut down my Twitter again. I still don't know why to this day, why they shut me down last time, but in any event, DYSG will definitely be covering that. Might even have to talk to a fellow content creator so we can do a little discussion. Maybe my man FTO Nerds talk? You guys will have to wait and see. Let's hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all already know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's pop into the pull list. This week we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin #4. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this one. With a few key allies, the Ronin takes on the greatest risk yet to infiltrate Baxter Stockman's Tech Island. What happened many years ago to set the Ronin on this quest for vengeance? Find out in this action-packed penultimate issue. This book has been amazing from beginning to end, and I cannot wait to read the next installment. Black Manta #1. Following his appearance in the Aquaman 80th Anniversary 100-page spectacular, the Scourge of the Seas now gets his own series. Black Manta is chasing a rare metal with incredible powers, and he's not the only one who wants to get his hands on it, friend and foe alike. Torrid is a former ally who has escaped hell, literally, to answer the call for the metal, but can Manta trust her? Hopefully so, because he might need her help to fend off Devil Ray, a new competitor for the role for the biggest villain underwater. That's two new people we're going to introduce people. Black Manta #1, check that out this week. White #3. X has been sidelined by Juncture after his rash actions cost the team dearly. Meanwhile, the Man administration is touring the First Son program across the US. Desperate to make amends for his mistakes, X takes another gamble that hopes will save his comrades. Y'all, I'm telling you, this indie book has been crazy. So please check this one out. Go back and get it while it's on the ground floor. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Masters of the Universe Revelation 3. Following the vicious Orlax attack on King Randor, He-Man learns the creature is linked to the origin of the Sword of Power and also to his nemesis Skeletor, who is hell-bent on deciphering the secret of Grayskull. Meanwhile, we learn the true origin of Evil Lyn and how she came to be under the evil and powerful Skeletor. Just for that last bit alone, you want to read this one. And finally, we have Ordinary Gods 3, Paris, City of Light. The awakened gods on the hunt for the trickster, but how do you find one person in a city of millions? And they'll need to hurry because on the plane of gods, those who remain are starting to move against them. This has been a good book. I sincerely apologize for not covering this one from the ground up, but definitely Ordinary Gods, get all 3 issues this week. In Source Wall news, Marvel announces several new series for the future of the Marvel Universe. Now, they just released the first details of about 8 upcoming tentpole titles that they say will shape the future of the Marvel Universe in months to come, including a number of projects that are advocating of what's going on in their TV and film projects as well. The series includes events centered around the Fantastic Four and Daredevil, as well as stories that will see the Avengers as multiverse-hopping champions of reality. It's all kicked off by Timeless, a time-traveling story that centers on a threat presented by Kang the Conqueror, who is working his way through the multiverse, presumably destined to cross paths with those same Avengers. Now again, Timeless is going to kick everything off here, but here are the other books we have in mind. Devil's Reign. All hell breaks loose in the Marvel Universe as the Kingpin finally declares all-out war on the heroes of Devil's Reign. Having set the stage in the Eisner-nominated Daredevil epic, Chip Zdarsky and Marco Checchetto far-reaching crossover event finds Mayor Fisk outlawing all superheroes in New York and unleashing intel on all their dark secrets while pitting Daredevil, Elektra, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, and many more against his Thunderbolt agents. But in the end, who will reign? Yo, that premise kind of shook me a little bit. I can't wait to read that one. Avengers Forever. Marvel Comics Avengers Forever pulls together archaeologist Tony Stark, aka the Invincible Ant-Man, and Avengers from across the multiverse to bring order to Timeless, where hope is a 4-letter word. Jason Aaron and Aaron Cooter present an all-new series that will redefine the Avengers as the multiverse's mightiest heroes. Yo, this one might be kind of crazy. All right, 10 Lives of Wolverine, 10 Deaths of Wolverine. House of X and Powers of 10 usher in the first Krakoan age of the X-Men. Now, Marvel Comics X 10 Lives of Wolverine and 10 Deaths of Wolverine will test the best there is at what he does before any mutant can survive to the second Krakoan age. Benjamin Percy, Joshua Cassara, and Federico Vincetti tell 2 interlocked tales about what happens to Wolverine when his past meets his future. My man gonna handle it. That's the Wolverine. That's my guy. He gonna handle it. Ain't no problem. He gonna handle it. Yeah, he gonna handle it. I hope he handle it. I think he gonna handle it. He might handle it. Will he handle it? Anyway, She-Hulk. Marvel Comics She-Hulk from Rainbow Rowell and Rogue Antonio throws the book at Jennifer Walters as she tries to put her rage-filled days behind her and return to practicing law in defense of the innocent. But when a friend from her past comes knocking with a mystery she can't resist, She-Hulk gets back to bashing. She can't help herself. She's a Hulk, okay? But it should be good though. Fantastic Four Reckoning War. Dan Slott is joined by Carlos Pacheco and Rachel Slott for Marvel Comics Fantastic Four Reckoning War, an epic saga over 15 years in the making. The original secret war of the Marvel Universe has been reignited, and every living being in reality is in danger, for we are finally at our day of reckoning. This sounds ominous as hell. I just hope and pray Dr. Doom is involved in this somehow, because that's going to make for an amazing story. But it's Dr. Doom. He always makes for an amazing story. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. The last book, Lunel Lafayette and her lovable 20-foot dinosaur are back in Marvel Comics' Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. But what shape will their partnership take in this exciting new era? Keep your eyes peeled in the upcoming months for more news about the next adventure of the biggest brain in the world that will send dino-sized shockwaves throughout the Marvel Universe. In 2022, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur will bring new meaning to the term Marvel Team-Up that will shake the world. Yo, I can't wait for all these titles. They're going to be amazing. Definitely going to get back into reading some Marvel here. And all those books that I mentioned before, please be sure to pick those up at your local comic book store this Wednesday. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude.
I am the villain of the story.
Alright peeps, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City photos reveal first look at Leon, Claire, Jill, and more. So the upcoming Resident Evil movie is set to adapt the original video game series to the screen later this year, and it has finally revealed first look photos with a majority of the cast of their iconic characters. Set to release on November 24th, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City features iconic characters like Leon S. Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Albert Wesker, Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, and more. The photos were shared by IGN, including one with Leon, played by Avon Jogia, and Claire, played by K.S. Scolario, with Leon in police uniform and Claire in her red jacket, iconic. A second photo shows Albert Wesker, played by Tom Hopper, Brad Vickers, played by Nathan Dales, Jill Valentine, by Hannah John Kamen, and Chris Redfield, played by Robbie Amell, exploring the Spencer Mansion. The third and final photo shows Lisa Trevor, played by Marina Mazeba, a monstrously transformed woman and the daughter of the Spencer Mansion's architect that was exposed by the Umbrella Corporation to a number of experiments and viruses at the Arklay laboratory. This looks dope. I cannot wait to see this movie. Let's get it. And our last bit of news here, and watch this, Rick and Morty. Adult Swim cast Christopher Lloyd as Rick for a 15-second video. Adult Swim has finally cast Back to the Future's Chris Lloyd as a live-action Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, bringing the series full circle in a way. Now, don't get too excited though, because Lloyd only dons Rick's trademark lab coat for like 15 seconds. Adult Swim went a step further though, casting Jaden Martell from Knives Out and It as Morty. Excellent choice, by the way. As you can see in the video, the 15-second clip isn't anything too wild. It's actually what you'd expect. Rick and Morty come through the portal. Rick burps and says they're home, and then Morty says his trademark, "Aw, geez." Now, for fans of Rick and Morty, though, the video is quite satisfying. Hey, I'm in for it. This should be pretty dope. I can't wait to see what the movie's gonna be about. I'm not the biggest Rick and Morty fan in the world. Probably, I would say not even a fan at all. But to see Christopher Lloyd playing Rick, I'd be down for that. Let's hop real quick into Life.
Peace, love, and video games!
It's on like Donkey Kong!
That man is playing Galaga.
Alright gamers, PlayStation is making a major summer showcase. I couldn't say that. A summer showcase. So the Showcase 2021 will be broadcast on September 9th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK. The event promises to offer a sneak peek at the future of PS5 with updates from PlayStation Studios and industry-leading devs, and will last around 40 minutes. It will show off games releasing this holiday and beyond. One thing you can count on not being a part of the show is the PlayStation VR 2. The new headset and its next-gen controllers are reportedly due later next year, and the PS blog post about the event makes it clear it won't happen in appearance in this showcase. However, it still should be an awesome showcase. Be sure to check that out. I'll be watching, kind of grudgingly, because I still don't have a PS5. Oh well. But that's all we got for Thumb Life. Let's speak technical for a moment.
Technically speaking,
Your technological technological advancements.
1.21 gigawatts!
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Now, technically speaking, Microsoft's Windows 11 operating system gets a release date. In the press release on October 5th, Windows 11 will launch as a new operating system. The new OS will be available as a free upgrade for eligible Windows 10 PCs, and new Windows-powered devices will ship with the latest OS preloaded. As for the free 11 upgrade, Microsoft announced that it will begin rolling out on October 5th, but the process will be phased and measured with a focus on quality. The company notes that new devices eligible for the upgrade will take priority first, with support for older devices rolling out in the following weeks and months to follow. Microsoft previously said that Windows 10 devices already in use would begin to receive the OS upgrade next year. If your device is eligible for Windows 11, the Windows Update tool will let you know when the free upgrade is available. If you are unsure whether or not your device meets the required criteria, you can check out via Windows Update through an overview post that details Windows 11 specifications. Or if you're a member of Windows Insider Program, you can check using the PC Health Check app. If your device is not compatible, don't worry. Microsoft confirmed that it will support Windows 10 until October 14th, 2025. The company did not specify whether or not there will be any major updates for Windows 10 before that date. So, for those of you who want to know, there you have it. Will you be getting Windows 11 on the 5th? Will you be upgrading your machine? Will you be buying a whole new one? Or if you're going to be like me, you're holding out for the October 14th, 2025. Oh man, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it runs as smooth as it looks, because if you've seen the interface, it kind of looks like Apple, but whatever. All right, nerds, let's mark out.
So what you gonna do?
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
All right, you wrestling smarks. Unfortunately, this bit of news is just all bad all around, so let's just hop into it, y'all. More WWE releases reportedly coming soon. Now, according to a new report from the Wrestling Observer Dave Meltzer, more roster cuts are on the way. The Observer's Brian Alvarez dropped a report on Wednesday stating that Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard would be producing NXT beginning in mid-September, prompting fans to get the hashtag RIP NXT trending over the fear that the black and yellow brand would now resemble Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Actually, just Raw. SmackDown's okay, Raw sucks. Meltzer disputed that report, saying that the story of Vince and Bruce would be executive producers, as I was told is not the case, but then again, I don't even know who knows what's right now because everything's in transition. Most of the people in NXT don't know anything, but I was told that the big picture stuff, they're all taking over. The new logo, from what I heard, Kevin Dunn, but that's out from the side. You know, the major stuff is going to be them, but they're not going to be producing every segment of the show, I don't think. That's a quote from Meltzer. He added that Paul Triple H Levesque has lost power of the brand, then said that veteran NXT stars will be cut from the company soon. You've heard names on the chopping block, but you don't know it until it happens, but I've definitely heard names. A lot of guys who have been there for a long time, those are the names that have been talked about, said Meltzer. A few names that I think come to mind would be Johnny Gargano. I would imagine also Tommaso Ciampa. You know, these are NXT lifers who have been there for God knows how long. And if you cut them, oh man, it's all bad for WWE right now. It's all bad for WWE right now. All bad. And the last piece of sad news, people. Former WCW and Impact Wrestling star Daphne was dead at 46. Daphne, whose real name was Shannon Spruill, passed away. There was a growing concern for her safety on Wednesday night during an Instagram live session where she appeared to be holding a pistol and threatening self-harm. This prompted fans and wrestlers alike to attempt to contact her and alert local authorities. Spruill made her debut in '99 in WCW as David Flair's girlfriend and manager, taking inspiration from Juliette Lewis's character in Natural Born Killers and Harley Quinn. She was released by the company in February 2001, a month before WCW shuttered its doors completely and was purchased by WWE. She would wrestle on the independent circle from 2002 to 2013, but returned to national television via TNA Wrestling, now Impact, from 2008 to 2011. She competed in her final match in 2011, but would continue to appear in companies like Shine and Ring of Honor up until 2018. We wish her family the best. Hopefully dealing with this well, and anyone in the community of wrestling, hopefully you guys taking this as well as you could. You know, it's always sad to see someone at the brink of their own destruction, but all we can do is keep people lifted up, pray for them, and let them know that they matter, their mental health matters, and that we're all here for them. But that is the pod, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast, subscribe to this podcast, like this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check out the YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to the videos there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?